LinkedIn Live. Hope you're having a great day. I'm off to a terrific start. What we're going to talk about today, how to jumpstart your LinkedIn success. Really be by able to leverage a few attributes that are very, very simple to integrate in your overall strategy. And the primary ones are authenticity, relevance, and collaboration. Now, let's start with authenticity. You know, who you are is what you are, and that's what you should be communicating. Really, the best of you, the essence of you, not just any part of you, not just producing content that says, look at me or look at what I've done. No one cares. What they want to know is where you are now, where you're going, how open and transparent you are, how willing to share and support. Those are what you should be working on, not making yourself look good, making yourself be good. And by being authentic, people relate and align to it. So, you get a natural qualifying process, organic, let's say, that takes place because people see somebody that they want to be or want to be with. And by being yourself and the best yourself you can do, you look at this not as something you give away, but something that you receive through almost auditioning. So, and LinkedIn Live, in my opinion, is the greatest platform to do that because it just starts with what you're thinking. Too many people think too much about content, and their content should be about what they're thinking. They're trying, and I'm generalizing, to get as many people as interested in what they're saying as possible. At the same time, skipping authenticity, and the next subject is relevance. Are you talking to the people who hear what you want, who want to hear what you have to say, and are willing to take action if what you have to say creates enough value? So that's what you should be looking at is, going on a shopping list, you being in control. By the way, chat's open. If anybody wants to participate today, feel free. Glad to recognize and promote you. With that said, getting back to relevancy is if you're the one in control, if you're the one who's doing outreach, if you're the one who's proactive, you get to choose who gets to choose you. Instead of being in the marketplace and trading time for money, or someone just says, I want you for this, is that what you want for yourself? I don't think so. Or put it this way, it's preferable to go the other direction where you have a kind of a criteria of what you're looking to do to complete yourself and complete your opportunity, kind of like a board of directors. How do you attract people like that? Well, here's Cynthia. Thanks, Cynthia, for being here today, and always glad to recognize you. So Cynthia's a great gal, and she's looking for an employment opportunity. If anybody out there has an interest in getting to know Cynthia, she's a regular fan here. Thank you, Cynthia. Getting back to relevancy and messaging, it's like get right with yourself. Be sincere with yourself. Ask yourself, what do you want? What are you willing to do to get it? How long are you willing to do the time and the effort to get smart enough to do it right enough to benefit from it? When all the tumblers to the safe come together, it clicks. And the nice thing about it, here we have Mohammed. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate you being part of the audience. It just clicks. So when people in their mind are here on LinkedIn for a purpose, hopefully, and if they're participating, they're making an investment. If they're participating in you, they're making a great investment for you in an opportunity to get to know you better. And why not get to know people before they have to reach out to connect or make a decision on you by sharing your viewpoint, really amplifying your voice and your reach on LinkedIn Live, and do it on a co-hosted show, hopefully with me. I'm always looking for new guests, and I've got an opportunity if you're looking to pursue LinkedIn Live seriously that's exceptional. So getting back to relevancy, tune, perfect your voice every day. Share it. I do a LinkedIn Live every day now for 6 months at least, probably going on 7. I've been doing LinkedIn Live for a year. I got to know the lay of the land, really the interest in people, which is to be conversational, informal, like meeting in their living room or a Starbucks, not sitting on top of a podium talking down to people. And that's the key. People they come for what you offer, they stay for you or leave for you. Next area that's really important is collaboration. Who are you working with? This is a huge opportunity. It's like a tremendous gold mine. What are you doing to extract the gold? And what are you making yourself better for based on your activity? And this is too big of an opportunity for any one person. And it's not meant to be for one person. That's the whole key to building a collaborative network. And it's not how many, it's how relevant, how supportive, how authentic, all the qualities that make you successful at every area of LinkedIn make you successful at all areas of LinkedIn, because you get to project your real persona and do it with heart. Do it with some soul, but also do it with some intensity. Don't put your toe in the water and run away and say it doesn't work. If it's not working, you're not working it right, and you're not working it enough. I'd rather get to the point where I overserve, get to where I'm going, and find out how I can economize on the next trip around, than I would try to, do as little as possible to get as most as possible. That is so backwards. It's like yelling at a stove, say, give me heat and I'll give you wood. No, you got to put the wood in to get the heat. So getting back to, how do you really break through, jumpstart your LinkedIn success? It starts with you. It starts with who you are. And, this is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. If you don't like who you are, change it. If you don't like what you've been doing, rename it and justify it and supportive. Here we've got Dennis. Dennis says, thinking outside the box sounds like it could help us LinkedIn. Thank you. Well, Dennis, great comment. And it really speaks to, the game is between you and yourself. So for things to change, you need to change. The best way, is open your eyes. Look at what successful people on LinkedIn are doing and copy it, mirror it, not word for word, and that's the key to being authentic. Personalize it to your authenticity and see who's hanging out with them and start hanging out too. Invite yourself in, not because of getting pushy or anything disrespectful, but by being supportive. Start commenting. See the best comment of that person and one-up it. Add a little bit more context. Show that you read the article or watched the video. If you do that enough, you're going to be a winner. Why not decide who do you want to hang with? They say you're the factor of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, who are you spending the most time with on LinkedIn, and what are they doing and where are they going? If not, pivot, take a transfer, get on the right bus, and start playing with players who know how to win and are winning. Makes sense. Why wouldn't you? It's like drafting yourself on any team you want. So that's a great idea. And there's so many things. And what I do, here's another tip. The place I look at most is who looked at my profile. Why? Because they took the time and interest from whatever else they were doing to look at me. and they had to know something about me before they decided to search. So they are perfect and timely in order to reach back and say, I noticed you viewed my profile. I see we've got a lot in common. Let's have a Zoom call. Or you look like an interesting candidate to be a co-host on my daily LinkedIn live show. You've got a lot when you put yourself in a position to demonstrate what you have, right? Who you're with, what you do, how you do it, who follows you, who supports you. Those are all key elements. And it all sounds a lot more exciting and fun than most people sitting in a room by themselves, fighting with themselves over, I need better content. I'm not doing good enough. I mean, you got enough of yourself. Why have a continued conversation about things that in most cases no one really understands, or they be doing it? So the best thing to do is do the best you can. When you plateau and need help, reach out. By then you should have some experience, and you should know some people who you admire and thank them. Most people who do a lot on LinkedIn are doing it altruistically. They're doing it because they want their content to be shared and appreciated. They want to help other people because they're smart enough to know to get really successful on LinkedIn, help a lot of other people get successful. And just because of codependency or gratitude or greed, people will keep you in the circle if you keep building a fire for them. So, with that said, I hope this allows you to, really focus on jumpstarting your LinkedIn career. And there's so much opportunity for so many people that aren't taking advantage of it. And I say to people, watch this show or watch shows like it. There's not that many. And learn. It's like someone goes to the gym and you get the muscles. So with that said, want to sign off. Want to thank everybody for commenting and sharing today. If you like this, come back tomorrow. Always about 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I've got some great programs if you're interested. Check out my profile. And with that said, have a lovely day and be safe. And we'll talk.